Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Yoshi's Island. In our previous episode, we set foot into World 4 and its very fall-like atmosphere. Kind of ironic considering it's, May. But anyway, World 4-3 awaits us now, and it looks like we're going to be dealing with countdown platforms all over again. Don't look back, though. When you jump off one of these platforms, the number shown is reduced by 1. If the number reaches 0, the platform vanishes. Thank you, message block, for explaining countdown platforms far better than I managed to in World 2-6. So here's one of our main gimmicks for this part of the level, these giant balloons. I'm not sure what you'd call them. Marquis von Zeppelin, Duke von Zeppelin, Grand Duke? Regardless. Interesting winged cloud here, and that, it creates a ring of coins. Collect them all. As you can see, this entire area here has countdown platforms throughout its base. Try to land on only one at a time whenever possible. Use the balloons. Because the more time you spend down here, the more likely you are to fall a very long way. Collect these coins as you rise. Stick to the right side, though. Because, well, you'll see in a short time. Let's hold here and wait for another balloon to pass by. There we go. Peg these coins. Use that. Oh, wow, this is bad. Okay. If two balloons rise next to each other, you can use them in tandem to get up higher faster than you would normally. Or you can just jump on and off of one. Don't jump repeatedly, though, or they'll actually fall down a little. So once you get up here, you want to head to the left. You'll find 2 red coins, 2 more red coins. Don't go all the way to the left, remember, because you want to be up here for when this guy pops up. Oh, that might be the most evil fly guy in the entire game. Because if you're approaching from the left and you're too low to see him, he will still show up anyway. And before you know he is there, he'll be flying off and laughing the whole way. I mean, I've seen my share of LPers rage over that guy, and rightfully so. For a game that's generally aged pretty good, it still has its moments that are just infuriating. But at least we knew he was there, so we didn't fall for it. That little canyon section down below is a total of 31 coins and that flower. Heading onward, we have more of these tilting platforms. There we are. More red coins. When you've reached this section, you want to go up this pipe. As if that wasn't obvious, right? So over here, we have a winged cloud with a very obvious copter bubble. Dun-da-da-da-da! Small little contained section here with some coins and unfortunately a patooey piranha. Remember, far, far near. Take care not to get hit. Swoop down for this middle ring real fast to pile the patooey piranha. The main objective is these 3 red coins up here and the middle ring for stars and checkpoint. Everything else is optional. There we are. A total of 82 coins in this side area, 3 of them red, of course. And if you look over here, turns out we're not in some way off to the side area. That countdown platform and flower shows where we'll be headed next. Yeah, we're just a little above where we were before. And interestingly enough, a quick check of the inventory reveals that we've already found half the red coins in this level. They're just throwing them at us. More countdown platforms here. It's a little more dangerous here. Bill Blaster. Right above said Bill Blaster is a 1-up cloud. Hold on a second to get some more ammo. That's a lava drop there, although it looks more like a fireball, to be honest. As that egg showed, even though they're... let's bring Baby Mario back down to us. Let's not jump off this platform and give ourselves nothing to stand on. There we go. That went well. So those lava drops were a cloud drop relative, although they seem to be made of fire instead. The only way you can, in fact, kill them is with a portable POW or a cloud maker. Careful. Use this block to get up onto the left here. And it's more than just eggs, because here's another fly guy. That's why you don't want to try to approach this platform from that platform where you got the flower, because he may just swoop down and you'll be unable to reach him before he starts flying off laughing. Little pain in the ass. These Koopas are arranged in just a way so that... Well, I botched that. So with just the right timing, there are indeed enough there to get yourself a 1-up. Although, sometimes the Koopas will arrange themselves in ways so that one or two of them will be just out of position and you won't be able to get it. If so, if you're fast enough, you can actually grab the shell again and spit it out to hit that last Koopa, and the chain should continue. It's much easier said than done, though, like I said. Here's a Patui Piranha, and yes, that is a fly guy right behind an enemy that keeps spewing out enemies. Smaller enemies, let's call them that. And then you have to hit 3 times to get rid of. You know what makes things easier here? I said, you know what makes things easier here? I'll get it right one of these times. Just power cloud everything on screen and save yourself the trouble. Hey, that was a 1-up. Like I said, it's very rare, but 2 of them? Wow! Okay, apparently I'm wasting my luck on trivial things. Anyway, here we have another Patui Piranha. Try not to hang out on the far right of this platform here because this short distance shot can actually peg you. And we seem to be out of eggs, so we'll have to wait for him to shoot something at us for us to throw at him. 2. Gotcha. The switch here, along with some outline blocks that will materialize. We're not here for just the egg block because this cloud has a flower. Careful. Red coin, and hey, look, a tulip. And hey, look, something to throw in it. Da 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 da. Patui Piranha on moving platforms this time, a little more difficult. Your aim is true though, it's still no problem. There we have a flower and coins that would otherwise be out of reach unless you use some eggs or do the springboard off a Shy Guy. And here we go. Onward. That wasn't awkward at all, but hey, another middle ring. That spring ball looks promising, but first let's head off to the right. We have some eggs here. Shy Guys dropping down, courtesy of Baron Von Zeppelin's. Keep an eye out for them. Waste not, want not, right? Alright, missiles this time. Be very careful around these. I'm going to trigger them so that they'll land when you're not near them. Those flippers are, as you'd expect, a one-way path. And what are you doing over here? Get out of here. They're not supposed to know you're here yet. Anyway, so like I said, we actually want to go back and check out that spring ball. Aim it up, and that was a mistake. Aim it up, and thread the needle. Up here's a very interesting little gimmick, a balloon next to an air pump. It fills as you jump on it, or better yet, ground pound it, up to where it gets a certain size. And then once you jump on, away we go! So your object here is to stay on the balloon as much as possible. You may miss some coins, but to be honest, you do want to stay on the balloon more than you want the coins and any eggs it may provide. These are all yellow so far, so again, don't pressure yourself too much. Staying on the balloon is of utmost priority. There's a little Triforce. One up here. And just a little further. If you can make it all the way here, you have 5 red coins and 3 1-ups. Well, 3 total. And, believe it or not, there's a gold ring here because what's an homage to... Oh, there's a third one. That was weird. And he almost got away, too. But what's an homage to the previous Mario games without a secret exit? This one doesn't lead you anywhere different. That's just not how the level structure in this game works, but actually we want to go back and check out the rest of the level. Because what self-respecting completionist wouldn't check out the rest? Don't want to jump down this one. I want to go down to the one past it. This will drop us off right past those flippers. And here's that boo balloon that kind of spoiled itself a little early. Yeah, they're here outside of that little secret area in 2-4. Here we have some Baron Von Zeppelins with some coins for us. They seem to be 5 apiece, so apparently I was a little mistaken in that bonus area in 3-5. Better to know now, I suppose. You can laugh at me in the comments for that one. These boo balloons work as before. Try not to get hit by them. Usually, when they swoop down, they'll stay high enough to where you can actually duck under them. Interestingly enough, not all of these have switches. In fact, only the last one does. And you're liable to run out of eggs here, so if you have a full, feel free to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get out of the way this one. I almost screwed that one up. If he hadn't risen a little as slow as he did, that would have been a problem. And here we have our switch. Alright, here you know the drill. This is like in 3-6. Just keep jumping up and down to collect as many coins as possible. This area is a little shorter than that one, though, so you can get almost all of them, which is nice. Grand total of 208 coins made collectible by that switch, but you're probably not going to get all of them, but it's still very nice. And for your collecting pleasure, there's some stars in this crate. Well, if you didn't have 30 of them, there'd be stars. Here's where that first shaft would have dropped you. Excuse me. And that right there is, in fact, a mock-up. You remember those things from 1.6? I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't, because they're rather obscure. And in fact, there's more than just them. If you don't collect them fast enough, a Flogger will break out and laugh at you. We ate him before he could laugh. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. More stars here. Got rid of the Barons. Aw, man! Okay, to hell with using a 20, or 10, or etc. Well, that didn't go well. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Apparently I can't do this. I'll get this right. Come on. Come on. Screw it. Okay, I know it'll work. I know it'll work. Okay. So yeah, that happened. Past here is the gold ring, the regular exit. Excuse me while I use this 10. There we go. And no bonus either. Can you believe that? I must look like an idiot right now, huh? At least you guys got a laugh, right? 30, 25, 100. I almost forgot to say it. Hey, at least we got a perfect score there, right? And interestingly enough, you notice a pattern here. We started with a sort of a grassland level, then a cave, then a platforming heavy level in the sky, and now a castle. Well, that certainly feels familiar, doesn't it? Although I can't say a giant mile falls in line with the homage. And this level is Marching Mild's Fort. Wait a minute, this is a little different. This isn't nearly as ominous or castle-like. We actually start this level outside the place. And that background's very interesting in that it's not just a generic layer or two. It actually looks like part of a level. You see the platforms, the shy guys, the posts, the alcoves, the giant chomps coming down at you like they did in 1-2. Scrolling them off screen still works. Here we have some Milds on patrol, free ammo. And okay, just want to say, once you get to this section, brace yourself. Because that sound ain't just for show. We in fact have another giant chomp chasing after us. This platform's lined up perfectly. Make sure you collect everything, but more importantly, make sure you run. Don't land on the Mild tier or you'll be stunned on... Ah, crud. Yeah, dangerous. Okay, let's try that again. The coins that are red are rather obvious. They still have that orangish tint. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that's good, that's good. Keep going, keep going. Grab the flower. Make sure you land after the Mild, but before the platform goes away. And... Ha! Ha! The beast's mindless pursuit led to his undoing. Hoist by his own petard. And now we have some stairs leading us up toward the fort proper. Another staircase here. There's nothing in that little area off to the side. And let's head in. And this fort's rather interesting in design. You see we have a locked door here and 4 different paths to go through. Well, I guess we better start doing some dungeon crawling. Huh, that was weird. Not sure what happened there. So, as this cactus greets us, this section has pretty much every plant-based enemy we've encountered so far. There's also these blue arrow rocks. They rotate more slowly than the regular kind, meaning it's that much easier to get the direction you want. But they also vanish after a while and return to the place from where you originally found them. Fortunately, you don't need them for very long here. Here we have these damn blowhards. That's right, take a seat. Some yellow coins here. We don't even need that arrow rock for long. Stars here, along with that red coin off in the corner. Make sure you don't miss that one. And continuing from that, we have a hidden cloud in here with more stars. I'm kind of surprised I have 30 already, to be honest. Use eggs to get through the dirt here. Make sure he doesn't fall on us. There we go. Patui Piranha. These cacti actually do not interact with the Patui Piranha. Their pods do, though. It's kind of funny. Don't worry, there's no hidden clouds here, as far as I could tell. Let's grab this key and head onward. As you might guess, every one of these side areas has a key, and we will need all 4 of them. We want to hold off on opening that first door for just a little longer, though. That's new. I don't believe we've seen that enemy before. We haven't, in fact. These Viking-looking enemies are called, simply enough, grunts, and apparently they're a bandit subspecies, which raises the question of if that's actually what their faces look like. So, among their other traits, they can walk safely on spikes. Those spiked helmets, I said spikes twice, damn it. Regardless, those helmets hurt you if you try to jump on them, but you can remove said helmets with eggs, interestingly enough, making them blush and run around panic. Stranger still, if you eat them and then spit them out, their helmets come back. I don't get it either. Oh well, they're rather interesting enemies, too bad they don't show up more often. These wooden boards here, some turn around in a pattern, others slowly flip around as you stand on them. As you notice, we have Sniffits back from Super Mario Bros. 2. They're rather interesting. Their bullets actually go through walls. Wave bullets. Wave beam bullets. I don't know. Either way. Interesting trick. You can use that tongue trick from before on these grunts. Takes some timing, though. Just take my word for it. Any further down? We have a platform here and a flower that we need to aim and get just right. Gotcha! Wow, I can't believe that worked on the first try. More coins here. Okay, another blue arrow rock. Okay, that was almost bad. We want to have this one lead us upward. That is not upward. That's off and to the left. We'll have to scroll it off and scroll its spawn point back on to make it show up again. There we go. I didn't miss anything down there, did I? Okay, careful, careful. No, I didn't miss anything. Well, let's just have it lead us. No, 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 no! Well, this is going to end badly. Well, that was my stupid move of the recording. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Make sure I got every coin that time, so let's head straight up. Past where we were before and up to this section on the top right we couldn't reach before, and immediately land right on one of those things' helmets. Pair of red coins there, another one there for the road. Then we have a pair of doors here. It doesn't really matter which one you go on because they both lead the same way. We have another one of those spinning wheel things from 1-8. That wing cloud has a key, and if you happen to fall down here, there's no pit. There's just these miles marching in this little lowered area. I don't know, maybe that's some kind of punishment for insubordination or something. And then you end up down here where there is very much thorns. So, take care not to fall. So this time, we're not going to deliberately mess up. Or not so deliberately mess up, as I've done twice already. Take this door and head back to the central chamber. Now that we've collected 2 keys, I think it's worth opening one of these doors. For one reason, those keys do add up, and the more keys you're carrying with you, the fewer eggs you can carry. Also important is this middle ring. There are only 3 of them in this level, and so it works best if you time it so that you tag that one after you've picked up 2 of the keys. Now we're going to head into the 2 more difficult sections of this castle, fort, what have you. Oh boy. So as you can see, there is lava everywhere, and it ain't just for show. Here we are. Now we have that same bucket gimmick from 3-4, except now it's very important that you don't fall. And now we have a Ferris wheel, paddle wheel thing, also from 3-4 and points further on. all of those things that you were doing before in World 3 are now much more dangerous now that you're doing so over lava and not water. As usual, it helps to eat the lava bubbles and then breathe fire 3 times so that they're out of your way. Careful with this arrow rock. There we are. Let's wait for this lava bubble to jump out. And if you've noticed, those walls just above the lava do appear to be moving because the air is distorted down there. It's actually a very neat little effect. It shows you just how hot it is, aside from, you know, being boiling lava. Okay, that enemy right there. Oh boy, that thing is called a hot lips, and stupid names aside, it's very dangerous and you want to egg them whenever possible. Okay, you don't actually need the arrow rock here. You know why hot lips are dangerous? Because where sprayfish shoot water, these shoot lava! And whereas the sprayfish water would just push you back, that lava kills you on contact! Do not take the chance with these things. Okay, that went surprisingly well. Here's our... Oh, damn it. Let's just use this. Here's our key. Let's head onward. Now, this final section isn't quite as dangerous as the one we just went through, but I had kind of a personal vendetta against it as a kid. We'll see why in a bit. It's a bit of a gauntlet. The challenges here vary a little. They're not quite as themed as they have been in the previous sections. First off, we have a whole bunch of breakable rocks and blocks that look like something out of a certain, I'm not sure what you'd call Breakout, but that's what it seems like it's from. Well, we can cause mass destruction and a bit of lag. I'm not sure what Baby Mario was doing there. Anyway, whoa, watch the sniffing. I almost said a word I probably shouldn't have there. Let's bounce our way through. There's nothing really hidden in these blocks. They're just kind of fun to destroy. Here we have a bandit. I mentioned I really hated bandits when I was younger because they're one of the reasons I hated this section. Come on, ground pound to take them out. Interestingly enough, we have not... I'm out of eggs again. Interestingly enough, in that little piece of dirt that the bandit was imprisoned in, there are 2 hidden clouds with stars. Yeah, I guess I'm being a little merciful in that regard. So onward. Wow, I actually hit that. Okay, more stars in that cloud. Sniffets here, free ammo basically. Worth noting that is a little trickier here the more keys you have because each key takes up a spot in your egg chain. So I can only have 4 eggs here. It's another reason you want to use a key. I kind of went over that before, but I didn't explain it all that well. So down here, it's a little dangerous. Don't make too sudden movements or you might find yourself getting hit, or worse, sticking yourself on those thorns up there. You have more stars. No, that's a flower, actually, in the final one. Another bandit here. Take care of them however you best can. Do not rush ahead and get hit by these thorns. And yes, that bandit has a red coin tailing it. And in fact, they run away from you. They really don't want to lose it. But once you relieve them of that red coin, they behave just like a regular old bandit. Let's borrow these bullet bills here. 1, and since he'll fire again as soon as he's back on screen. Stars from this one, and our final key. Let's borrow 1 more bullet bill, vault over this one, take care of this bandit. This is going surprisingly well, he says, hoping he doesn't tempt fate. Get rid of these breakable blocks. A red coin, and we're back to where we started in this section. That went surprisingly well. Alright. With all 4 keys, well, 1 used, the other 3 with us, we can finally explore this central section. The miles have returned. Free ammo, I suppose. Let's go through here. And to those of you who have made it this far and are worried that you only have 19 red coins, don't worry. Trust me, don't worry. I worried a little. Don't do what I did. Because, in fact, it's right here. Yeah, tilting platforms aside that you really don't want to mess too much with lest you get dumped into the lava and have to redo those last 2 sections over again. I can only imagine what the developers were thinking. Let's hide the last red coin right before the boss. Just watch them all run around like chickens with their heads cut off, wondering where the hell they missed that last red coin going through all 4 of those sections. Bunch of trolls, I bet they were. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Mind if I cut in, guys? Here we have the final middle ring. A pow, just for the hell of it. And finally, the boss. On guard! Yoshi! Oh dear. Well, Marching Mild will pound you to bits! Seems like he's finally taking Yoshis seriously. Well, the Yoshis. Remember how he didn't think they were much of a threat until part of the way through World 2? Anyway, here's Marching Mild in all its Super FX2 glory. Unlike the regular Milds, jumping on it doesn't accomplish much of anything. What you gotta do, in fact, is wait until you have an opening and ground pound! Splitting Marching Mild into two larger but still dangerous Milds. Ground pound's your key here, and you want to avoid doing it too close to the walls lest the smaller Milds bounce right into you. These medium-sized ones are still a bit dangerous, and you still must ground pound, creating smaller Milds. You want to focus on taking out the smaller ones whenever possible, so you don't get overwhelmed by their sheer numbers. Let's wait for this big one to come back down. So far, so good. Oh, and while you can use eggs to take care of the smaller Milds, you want to be careful about it, because doing so can send the medium-sized ones bouncing around in a chain reaction that can send them into the bigger Milds to create a bigger chain reaction that will likely rob you of your perfect score. Fortunately, we're down to our final ones. One more, and that is the most unusual boss defeat I've ever seen, but hey, it works. And Yoshi waves, Baby Mario flashes the V for victory sign, and we're done here. 30, 20, 5, 100. Alright. Okay, embarrassing deaths aside, that went pretty well. We made some headway in World 4, but we still have quite a ways to go. Next time on Let's Play Yoshi's Island, we're going to get more use out of the Chomp Rocks than we ever have so far.